I just got through watching the finals and I was enjoying the game. I knew that it looked like it was going to be a sweep, and for the last 2 days the media was saying, oh, Steph Curry, he's going for MVP, he deserves it, he got robbed the first game. And I watched Clay and Steph play the Rockets, and the Splash Brothers came together and they got the team to the finals. Now Steph led game 1, 2, and 4, and before game 4 was over with, the announcer was already saying, as Steph led the team in scoring, that Kevin Durant was back-to-back MVP. I mean, this is before the game was even over. And my son was like, Mom, it doesn't matter what the announcers say. We was going back and forth on it, but it made me really nervous. I said, I know they're not going to try to rob him again, because game 3, that was set up totally for KD. The Warriors never scored like that before, but when Kerr was running that ISO ball and having Draymond and KD play point guard, it took Steph out of his game. And I was like, why do they play Steph as point guard in the Oracle Arena, but when you go to Cleveland, you want to use him as a decoy, and you want to have him double team to leave KD wide open and allow him to play? But that was just one game. But what about game 1, 2? He broke an NBA Finals record with the most three-point shots in NBA history. He led the team tonight. And when they said that KD setting that I want to do something about it, I believe that the Warrior fans need to get together, and we need to give Steph Curry some MVP. As a Warriors fan, and I'm a Warriors fan, I started watching basketball because of Steph Curry. I got really into my coworkers and all the guys, they kind of make fun of me because I follow everything. I love the NBA basketball. But once I saw this, and Curry is the reason why I love basketball, and so do so many people. And I feel like this, that it's not over with. That the fans can give him a Finals MVP trophy. I don't know what's going on with these judges. I don't know what they saw, or they thought that was politically correct to give it to KD, but that decision was wrong, and we're not going to allow him to be robbed a second time. He deserves it. He is the Finals MVP. And I heard Steve Kerr tell me they couldn't win it. They wouldn't have won it without KD. Is he out of his mind? You're telling me that these guys, for the last few years, before he ever joined the team, he would not be a champion if it was not for the Warriors. He would not be no Finals MVP last year if it wasn't for the Warriors. So I'm saying that we have the right to present the true and the real MVP a trophy, and I hope that I'm not alone. I hope that we get together, that we, that we just put the numbers up. Everyone who's in agreement of Steph being Finals MVP, the fans votes for Finals MVP, I think that they need to vote, and we need to make this thing happen, because it don't take much to give him a trophy, but he needs a trophy from the Warriors. And I just want to add that Curry outplayed KD, he outplayed LeBron. He was taking double team, triple teams. Nobody was even guarding Durant. And he only won one game without anybody doubling him, because they was busy trying to stop, like Ty Lue said, they were stopping Steph and Clay. So of course that let him open to have his game. And I feel as though that this should be taken into account. These judges should be held accountable for what the decisions they made. That was not the people's choice. That was not a just decision. KD is not the Finals MVP. We watched and saw game 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after they watched the film, they saw how much more. He might not have scored like he normally do in game 3, but he was the MVP in that game. He did some vital things in that game that he didn't get credit for, because Kerr had him playing the decoy. And I believe that Steve Kerr is the reason why he's not the MVP now. And that lie he told, to thinking it's politically correct to say that KD deserved, they would have lost if it wasn't for KD. What game? What, one game, game 3? But what about 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 4 that they won? What? They would have had one more game maybe? Are you kidding me? There's no way. If there was one more game at the Oracle crowd would have made sure that they would have booed that.